Dear students, in this lecture we are going to see another method of solving dynamic equilibrium problems, namely principle of work and energy. So in the last lecture we have discussed about dynamic equilibrium method or D'Alembert's principle for solving dynamic equilibrium problems. So here, we are going to see about the kinetics of particles or the dynamic equilibrium problems by using the work energy equation. So before moving into the lecture, so we'll see the contents of this lecture. So we are going to see what is meant by work done, and also we are going to discuss the various forms of energy, and in particular we are going to discuss about the potential energy and kinetic energy, and we are also going to see how to derive the work energy equation, and we are going to see how the principle of work and energy can be applied in order to solve the problems on motion of connected bodies. So lastly, we are going to discuss some of the problems using work energy equation. Now let us start with the definition of the work done. So if you have a force F like this, which is acting on a body, the body will move in the direction of the application of the force. So the body has moved by distance S. Now the work is defined as the product of force and displacement of the body. So now for this particular case, the work done can be calculated as force into distance moved. So here the force is F and the distance moved is S. Therefore work done will be equal to F into S. And if you take the second case where you have the inclined force, which is acting at an angle of theta with respect to horizontal. So now the body is not going to move in the inclined direction like this, but again it is moving in the horizontal direction. It is moved by distance S. So in order to calculate the work done, you have to find out the force in the direction of the motion of the body. So you have to find the magnitude of the force in the direction of the motion of the body. So since it is an inclined force, we are resolving this force in the horizontal direction, since the body is moving in the horizontal direction. So the horizontal component of this force will be equal to F into cos theta. Therefore work done will be equal to F cos theta into the distance moved is S. Therefore F cos theta into S. And the work done can be taken either positive or negative. Suppose if the body moves in the direction of the force, then the work done will be taken as positive. Suppose if the body is going to move in the opposite direction of the force, then the work done will be taken as negative. And this work done particularly, it is a scalar quantity because it has a magnitude and sense, but it has got no direction. Therefore, the work done is a scalar quantity. Now coming to energy, so we can define the energy as capacity of the body to do some work. So we have different forms of energy like mechanical energy, electrical energy, heat energy, chemical energy, light energy, etc. But now we are going to focus on the mechanical energy, again which has two forms. One is potential energy, which is also called as position energy or datum energy. And the second form of mechanical energy is kinetic energy. So now we are going to see about these types of energies one by one. So now first let us discuss about the potential energy. So the definition of potential energy is capacity to do work due to position of the body. Now if you take a body of mass m, originally it is in this position. Now it has moved to this particular position. That means that the body has moved by distance h. Now the work done is nothing but force into distance moved. So force is W. So here we have the mass, and since it is moving, it has moved in this particular direction. So the weight can be calculated as mass into acceleration due to gravity. So m into g into h. Therefore the potential energy is simply mgh. So the best examples we can say for potential energy is a compressed spring. So when you release the compressed spring, it will do some work. So after doing work, it will recover its shape. So this is one of the best examples of potential energy. Another example is compressed air. So if you release the compressed air, it will do some work, and so that is also another example of potential energy. And coming to the kinetic energy, so here it is the capacity to do work due to the motion of the body. Again, it is calculated from the work done by the body, which is force into distance moved. So F into S. So F is equal to M into A. So MAS. So this is the kinetic energy. Now we are going to derive the another equation for kinetic energy from the equation of motion. So we know from the equation of motion, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So here V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity. S is the distance moved and A is the acceleration due to gravity. And since the body starts from rest, the initial velocity will be equal to 0, that is u will be equal to 0. Therefore, we get v square is equal to 2as. So, or we get as is equal to v square by 2. So, when you substitute this as is equal to v square by 2 in this equation of work done, we get work done is equal to m into v square by 2. So, this is nothing but the kinetic energy. Therefore, the kinetic energy can be calculated from this equation mv square by 2. Now, the best examples of kinetic energy are flowing water and a bullet which is fired from the gun. Now, let us see how to derive the work energy equation in order to solve the problems where you have the forces, displacements and velocities. Now, again, we have a force which is acting on a body, and this is the distance moved by the body, and it has moved from the position A to the position B. And this ds is nothing but the elementary distance which is traveled by the body, and dt is the time taken by the body to travel this elementary distance ds. And we know from the definition the final velocity of the body can be written as ds by dt because the velocity is rate of change of displacement. And similarly, the acceleration of the body can be written as dv by dt since the acceleration is rate of change of velocity. And here use the initial velocity of the body. Now, knowing this, so from Newton's second law of motion, we know that F is equal to m into A. So this can be written as m into dv by dt. Again, this can be further written as m into dv by ds into ds by dt. So this dv by dt is written as dv by ds into ds by dt, or we have m into, so since this ds by dt is nothing but v, mv dv by ds, or if you bring this ds to left hand side, you get f into ds is equal to mv dv. Now we are going to integrate this equation both sides in order to consider the motion of the body from A to B. So when the body is traveling from A to B, the distance covered is s. Therefore, here on the left hand side, we are integrating between the limit 0 to s. Similarly, here on the right hand side with respect to velocity, the velocity changes from u to v. Therefore, the integration limit is u to v. So when integrate this equation, so when you have integral ds is nothing but s. Therefore, f into s is equal to m into, so v square by 2. So after substituting the limit, so we get m by 2 into v square minus u square. Therefore, f into s is equal to half m v square minus u square. So F into S is nothing but the work done, that is force into displacement. So therefore we get work done is equal to change in kinetic energy, because mv square by 2 minus mu square by 2. So mv square by 2 is the final kinetic energy and mu square by 2 is the initial kinetic energy. Therefore we get an equation, work done is equal to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. So this equation we call it as work energy equation, or we can also call it as principle of work and energy. So therefore work done will be equal to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. So this equation we are going to make use of in order to solve the problems of dynamic equilibrium. Now before solving the problems, let us see motion of connected bodies. So we know that in a system normally we have more than one body involved in the system. So normally these bodies will be connected either by strings or cords or cables, or sometimes it will be connected by pulleys also. So normally pulleys are used in the system in order to change the direction of the motion. So these problems of connected bodies can be solved easily by the work energy equation. So initially, in order to solve the problem by work energy equation, so you have to identify the direction of motion of the bodies. That is, you have to identify in which direction the body is going to move. So after identifying the direction of motion of bodies, you have to find out the work done. So work done, we know that it is the product of force and the displacement. So in order to calculate the work done, you have to multiply the net force along the direction of the motion and distance moved. So here we are going to analyze the system by equating the work done with the change in kinetic energy of the bodies, because in the last slide we have seen how to derive the work energy equation. So work energy equation is nothing but work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. So we are going to apply that equation for analyzing the system of connected bodies. And again, if you have the force in the direction of the motion, that has to be taken as positive, and if you have the force in the opposite direction of the motion, it has to be taken as negative. And Suppose if you have the connected bodies, and if the connected bodies are not moving with the same velocity, for example, if you have two bodies and if those two bodies are moving with different velocities, then in that case you have to consider the free body diagrams of each body separately and you have to apply the work energy equation. Suppose if the connected bodies are moving with the same velocity, then you have to analyze the system as a whole. Suppose if the connected bodies are not moving with the same velocity and displacement, then you have to draw the free body diagram of each body separately and you have to apply the work energy equation for each body separately. And suppose if your body is connected by strings, then in order to find the tension in the strings, you have to consider the free body diagram of any one body and we have to apply the work energy equation. So this will be easily understood while we discuss the problems. Now with this background, let us try to see some of the problems on dynamic equilibrium using the work energy principle. So the first problem is you have a block weighing 2500 Newton, just resting on a horizontal plane for which the coefficient of friction is 0.2. The block is pulled by a force of 1000 Newton acting at an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal. Find the velocity of the block after it moves 30 meter starting from rest. So you have a block of weight 2500 Newton. And again, since it is resting on a horizontal plane, and since this plane is rough, the coefficient of friction is given just 0.2, and you have a 1000 Newton force which is acting at an angle of 30 degree with respect to horizontal. So you have to find the velocity of the block after it has moved 30 meters starting from rest. So here the initial velocity is 0 because system starts from rest, therefore u will be equal to 0. Now these are the data given in the problem. So first you have to draw the free body diagram of the problem. And since we are going to apply the work energy equation, so we have to be thorough with the work energy equation. So the work energy equation is work done is equal to change in kinetic energy, or so work done, what is work done? It is nothing but the force into distance. So here you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So since it is the net force, we are using here summation fx. So summation fx is nothing but net force in the direction of the motion. So work done is equal to change in kinetic energy, so which is nothing but the final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy, that is mv square by 2 minus mu square by 2. So first let us find out the net force in the direction of the motion. So since your force is acting like this, your block is going to move in this direction. So you are going to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So since you have the frictional force also, the frictional force, as we know, it will act in a direction opposite to the direction of the motion. So the frictional force will be acting in this direction. Applied force, it is acting in this direction. Frictional force will be acting in this direction. Therefore, you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So net force will be equal to 1000 cos 30, then minus mu into r. Since it is acting in this direction, minus, we are putting minus here. So minus mu into r. So this is the net force in the direction of the motion. Let us consider the free body diagram of this block. So you have the self weight of 2500 Newton. You have the frictional force, that is 0.2 r, which is acting in this direction. Then you have 1000 cos 30. Then you have a vertical component 1000 sin 30. And since the block is resting on a horizontal plane, you have the normal reaction. So the normal reaction is shown here. Now first let us get the normal reaction by applying the equation summation Fy equal to 0. So when you apply summation Fy equal to 0, you get R minus 1000 to 2500 is equal to 0. So we get R is equal to 2500. Now the net force in the direction of the motion is 1000 cos 30 minus 0.2 R. Since R is known, we can substitute the value of R here, so to get the net force in the direction of the motion. Now we are going to apply the work energy equation. So work energy equation is force into distance, that is work done, will be equal to the change in kinetic energy. So after so here the initial kinetic energy is 0, therefore u is equal to 0. So here this term will become 0. So when you substitute in the work energy equation, we get the velocity is equal to 9.28 meter per second. So this is the work energy equation. In the left hand side you have the work done, in the right hand side you have the change in kinetic energy. Since the initial velocity is 0, the second component here is 0. And here this is the work done, which is force into distance. So this force is nothing but the net force in the direction of the motion into the distance is 30 meters, which is given. So from this we are calculating the velocity of the block. Now coming to the second problem. So here you have the two blocks. So the first block is having a weight of 280 kg and the second block is having a weight of 420 kg. Again, this is not supported anywhere, whereas this block is resting on a horizontal plane and the coefficient of friction is given as 0.3. Again, the system is initially at rest, that means that u is equal to 0. So you have to find again the velocity of the block after it has moved 3.5 meters. And first let us calculate the weight of each block. So it is given in kgs. So the block A weight is 280 into 9.81. So you are getting this value in Newton. Similarly for block B, 420 into 9.81. So therefore you are getting 4120 Newton. And u is equal to 0. The distance moved is 3.5 meters. And the coefficient of friction of the block A is given as 0.3. Now we are going to draw the free body diagrams of the block. So for the 280 kg block, you have since it's resting on a horizontal plane, you have the frictional force also. You have the tension in the string T. Then you have the normal reaction of the block R. You have the self weight. Similarly, for the second block, you have only the self weight and the tension in the string, which is marked here. Now we are going to apply the work energy equation. So work done is change in kinetic energy. So work done is nothing but force into distance moved. So this force is net force in the direction of the motion. So you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So you know that this block is going to move in this direction, whereas this block is going to move in this direction. Therefore, you have to consider both the blocks and you have to add the net force in the direction of the motion. Now let us start with this block. So net force in the direction of the motion will be equal to, so you have 420 into 9.81, that is 4120.2, then minus T. So if you take this block, if you calculate the net force in the direction of the motion, you will be getting 420 into 9.81, that is 4120.2 minus T. If you take this block, the net force in the direction of the motion. So in the direction of the motion, this is the direction of the motion for this block. So net force will be plus T minus 0.3 R. So here you have 1 T, that is minus T. Here you have plus T. Therefore, this and this get nullified. Therefore, if you calculate the net force in the direction of the motion, simply you get this one and this one. Because here it is plus. For this block it is minus because this is the direction of the motion. So this is minus. And if you take this block, this is plus and this is minus. So when you add the net force, this and this get nullified. Therefore, simply you get this and this. So you have to be very careful in this. You're finding out the net force in the direction of the motion. So in the direction of the motion, net force will be this. Now in order to get this R, you have to apply summation Fy equal to 0. So from this you get the normal reaction as this. So after getting the normal reaction, you can substitute this value here to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So by doing this, we get the net force in the direction of the motion as 3296.16 Newton. Now we are going to substitute again in the work energy equation, that is work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. So we get the velocity of the block as 5.74 meter per second. And in order to find the tension in the string, you can again consider the free body diagram of any one body. So I am taking this body now. I am just applying the equation of work and energy for this particular body. So in order to find the tension in the string, you are going to consider the free body diagram of any one block, and again you are going to apply the work energy equation, so that you have to remember. So we are going to apply the work energy equation for this block. Now work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Now the work done is you have 4120, that is the self weight minus T, into the distance moved is 3.5. So half m into v square. So v is nothing but this, u is 0. So from this we get the tension in the string as 2143.34 Newton. Now let us move to the next problem. So here you have one block which is resting on an inclined plane and one block which is hanging freely like this. So the distance moved is 1.5 meter. Again the distance, the system is initially at rest. Therefore u is equal to 0. So you have to find the velocity of the blocks. And the coefficient of friction is given as 0.2. So again you have to draw the free body diagram of each block. So for the block which is hanging freely, you have the self weight and you have the tension in the string. And for the block which is resting on an inclined plane, so you have the normal reaction, then you have the self weight. So this self weight can be resolved into two components. So one along the plane and one perpendicular to the plane. So along the inclined plane, it is 1200 sine 20, and perpendicular to the plane, you have 1200 cos 20. Then you have the tension T in the string. So you have to get the normal reaction. So here we are going to apply the work energy equation. So you have to, this is the work energy equation, that is work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. And this, in order to calculate the work done, again you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So let's find out the net force acting in the direction of the motion. So if you see the net force in the direction of the motion, so this is the direction of the motion of this block. So 800, then minus t will be there, minus t. Then if you take this block, so this block is going to move in this direction, again plus t. So 800 plus t, then you have 800 minus t. Then for this block, this is the direction of the motion, therefore you will be getting plus t, then minus 0.2 r. Again this force is there, minus 200 sine 20. So this minus t and plus t will be cancelled. So the net force will be like this. Once again I am repeating. So if you take this block, the net force in the direction of the motion will be 800 minus t. And if you take this block, the force in the direction of the motion will be plus t minus 2200 sine 20 minus 0.2 r. So if you add this and this net force for these two blocks, this t and minus t will be cancelled. Therefore the net force in the direction of the motion will be like this. Now in order to get the normal reaction, you have to resolve the forces normal to the plane. So when you resolve the forces normal to the plane, you get summation Fy equal to 0. So R, then minus 1200 cos 20 will be equal to 0. From this we get R is equal to this. So after getting the R value, you have to substitute here to get the net force in the direction of the motion. So we get the net force as 164.054 Newton. Then we are going to apply in the work energy equation. So after applying in the work energy equation, we get the velocity of the block as 1.55 meter per second. Now the next problem is you have both the blocks which are resting on a inclined plane. So the one block is weighing 20 kg and another block is weighing 40 kg. And the distance traveled is 10 meters, which is given. It is starting from rest, that is u is equal to 0. Coefficient of friction is 0.3, it is given. So for this you have to get the velocity of the block. Again we are converting first the weight of the blocks to Newton. So 20 into 9.81 and 40 into 9.81. So we get the weight of each block separately. And again we are drawing the free body diagram of each block. So if you take this block, so you have the tension T, you have the normal reaction, you have the self weight, which is resolved in two components, one normal to the plane and one along the inclined plane. Then you have a frictional force. And similarly, you have the free body diagram of this block, you have the normal reaction, you have the self weight, which is resolved into two components. Then you have the frictional force. Since this block is going to move in this direction, you have the frictional force in this direction. Then you have the tension in the string. Now we are going to apply the work energy equation. So we know that work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. So you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So when you see the net force in the direction of the motion, so you have so this is the direction of the motion. So 392.4 sine 60, then minus 0.3 RB, then minus T will be there, minus T. Whereas if you take this block, this is the direction of the motion. So plus T will be there here. So this minus T and plus T will be cancelled each other. Then you have another force, minus 196.2 sine 30. So you have to consider these two blocks and you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So if you take this block, this is going to move in this direction. Whereas if you take this block, it is going to move in this direction. So based on the direction of the motion of the block, you have to find out the net force along the direction of the motion. So we get this value. Now we have to get the normal reaction RA and RB of each of the blocks. So in order to get the normal reaction, we are applying the equations of equilibrium, that is we are resolving the forces normal to the plane. So when you resolve the forces normal to the plane for each of the blocks separately, so for block A we get RA is equal to this, and for block B we get RB is equal to this. So after getting this RA and RB, we are substituting in the net force equation to get the net force in the direction of the motion. After that we are applying in the work energy equation. So we get the velocity as 6.63 meter per second. Now the next problem is you have two blocks. Again it is passing through a pulley, smooth pulley as shown in figure. So the weight of the blocks are given. So for this you have to calculate the acceleration of the body and the tension in the string. So this is the question. So you have two blocks which are connected by smooth pulley. And for this system, you have to find the acceleration of the body and the tension in the string. Now, if you compare the weights of each of the blocks, this block is 60 Newton and this block is weighing 40 Newton. Therefore, block A is weighing more than block B. Therefore, the direction of the motion will be in this direction. Therefore, the block A will be moving downwards and block B will be moving upwards. Now, we know the work energy equation, which is work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Again, for work done, we are finding the net force along the direction of the motion. So now this is the free body diagram. If you see this 60 Newton, the self weight is acting downwards, the tension is acting upwards. Similarly, if you consider the free body diagram of this block, you have the 40 Newton, then you have the tension in the string. And if you want to calculate the net force in the direction of the motion, so this block is moving in this direction, this is moving in this direction. So the net force in the direction of the motion will be 60, then minus 40. So 60, then you have a minus 40. So since this block is moving up, this block is moving down. So the self weight, so 60, then minus 40. So this is the net force in the direction of the motion. So force into distance S is equal to the final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. So from this equation, we get V square is equal to 3.93 S. Now we are going to apply the equation of motion, that is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So initial velocity given is 0. So V square is equal to 3.93 S. We are substituting here 2AS. From this we get the acceleration of block as 1.96 meter per second square. Now in order to find the tension in the string, you have to apply the work energy equation on any one body. Now I am considering here the 40 Newton block. So for this 40 Newton block, this is the free body diagram. Now I am going to apply the work energy equation for this particular block. So again, we are calculating the net force in the direction of the motion. So when you find the net force in the direction of the motion, it will be plus T, because this is the direction of the motion. This because this block is moving upwards. Therefore, T is taken as positive and this 40 is taken in the negative direction. So T minus 40 into S, the distance, is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. So U is equal to 0 here. So from this we get the tension in the string as 48.02 Newton. So here you please understand, if you want to calculate the tension in the string, you have to take the free body diagram of any one block and you have to apply the work energy equation for that particular block. So that's very, very important. From this we are calculating the tension in the string. And this is another problem. So you please note that we are discussing the same problems which we have discussed in the dynamic equilibrium method. So for comparison, for easy understanding of each of the methods. So here you have two blocks which are connected by two pulleys. So here the distance moved by the block is 1.5 meters. So the A moves by 1.5 meters. So you have to find the velocity of the blocks. So you have to find the velocity of the blocks when the block A moves by 1.5 meters, assuming that the blocks start from rest, that is U is equal to 0. Now in this problem, if you see, the block A moves down and block B moves up. And also it is interesting to see that the velocity of the blocks will not be equal here, because if you look at the system, the 70 Newton block is supported by a single string and 200 Newton block is supported by two strings on either side. Therefore, the total length of the string will be constant. Therefore, 2SA plus SB will be equal to constant. When you differentiate this, 2VA plus VB will be equal to 0, or VB will be equal to minus 2VA. And you please note that the block B is moving upwards and block A is moving downwards. Now, if you consider the free body diagram of the 200 Newton block, so which is connected by two strings. So this is the free body diagram. This is the self weight. You have the tension T of one string, tension T of the another string. So when you apply the work energy equation, this is the work energy equation. So if you calculate the net force in the direction of the motion, so this 200 minus 2T will be the net force into the distance moved is 1.5. So when you apply the work energy equation, we get an equation like this. So we get a final equation like this. Similarly, if you consider the 70 Newton block, which is connected by a single string, So this is the free body diagram. When you apply the work energy equation for this block, so here the net force in the direction of the motion will be equal to T minus 70. This is the direction of the motion. Therefore, plus T minus 70 into 1.5 will be equal to this. So you are getting another equation like this. So you get T is equal to 70 plus 9.51 VA. So after simplification, we get VA is equal to this and VB is equal to 2 into VA. Therefore, we get the velocities of each blocks separately. And after getting the velocities of the blocks, you can substitute in any one equation to get the tension in the string. So in this problem, you please note that the velocities of the blocks are different here. Therefore, here we are considering the free body diagram of each block separately in order to analyze the system. So if the velocities are different for each of the blocks, then you have to draw the free body diagram of each of the blocks separately and you have to apply the work energy equation. So that is the difference in this problem. Now we have another simple problem. So you have two blocks which are resting on a horizontal plane. So you have applied force of 400 Newton. The self weight of this block is 800 Newton. The self weight of this block is 200 Newton. And the coefficient of friction is given as 0.3. You have to determine the acceleration of the blocks. And also you have to find the tension in the thread which is connected. And the work energy equation is work done is change in kinetic energy, that is net force in the direction of the motion into distance moved is equal to half m into v square minus u square. And first you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. So this is the direction of the motion. So net force will be 400. Then you have the frictional force in each of the blocks which will be acting opposite to the direction of the motion. Therefore 400 minus 0.3 R1 minus 0.3 R2, where R1 and R2 are the normal reactions of each of the blocks. So in order to find the R1 and R2, again you consider the free body diagram of each of the block. So when you consider the free body diagram of 800 Newton block, you have the self weight, then you have the applied force, external force of 400 Newton, then you have the tension in the string, you have the normal reaction, and you have the frictional force. Similarly, if you take the free body diagram of this, you have the tension in the string, you have the normal reaction, you have the self weight, you have the frictional force. So from these free body diagrams, we are calculating the reactions R1 and R2. And after getting the R1 and R2, we are substituting these values back in the net force in the direction of the motion and we are getting the net force. Then we are going to apply in the work energy equation. So after applying the work energy equation, so we get equation like this. Now we know the equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. From this we get the acceleration of the blocks as 0.98 meter per second square. So this problem is very simple. So only thing you please remember, if the blocks are resting on a horizontal plane or a rough horizontal plane, then you will have the frictional force. So we have to include the frictional force for each of the blocks. Now in order to find the tension in the string, you have to apply the work energy equation on any one body. Now I have considered this 200 Newton block. So this is the free body diagram. So from this block, I am going to apply the work energy equation. So you have to find out again the net force in the direction of the motion. So net force in the direction of the motion will be equal to, so this is the direction of the motion, therefore T minus 0.3 R2. So that is the net force, T minus 0.3 R2 into S, the distance. So this is the work done, is equal to change in kinetic energy of the system. So from this, half m into v square minus u square. So we are substituting here v square is equal to 1.96 s. From this we get the tension in the string as 80 Newton. Now this is another block. The self weight of the block is given as 400 Newton and it is pushed up in an 25-degree inclined plane. So it is resting on an inclined plane. The angle of inclination of the plane is 25 degree. So the applied force is 250 Newton. If the initial velocity of the body is 1.5 meter per second. So here the initial velocity is given and the coefficient of friction is given. So what velocity will the body have after moving 6 meters? So here you have to find the final velocity after the body has moved 6 meters. The initial velocity is given. So here u is given, u is not 0. Here please note u is given. You have to find the final velocity v after the body has moved to a distance of 6 meters. So now again the work energy equation is work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. So you have to find the net force in the direction of the motion. Now this is the free body diagram. If you take this free body diagram, this is the applied force, this is the normal reaction, this is the self weight, which is again resolved into two components, one along the plane, one perpendicular to the plane, then you have the frictional force. So this is the free body diagram. Now this block is moved up, therefore this is the direction of the motion. So if you take the net force in the direction of the motion, it is 250 minus 400 sine 25 minus 0.2 R. Now in order to get the normal reaction, so we are resolving the forces normal to the plane. So when you resolve the forces normal to the plane, we get R minus 400 cos 25 equal to 0. From this we get R value. Then again we are substituting back this R value in the net force in the direction of the motion to get the net force as 8.45 Newton. Now we are going to apply in the work energy equation. So here the initial velocity you have to substitute 1.5. The final velocity is not known, that we are going to find out. So after applying the work energy equation, we got the final velocity of the system as 2.18 meter per second. So with this we have completed the kinetics of particles by using principle of work and energy. So we have discussed several problems of motion of connected bodies using principle of work and energy. So these are the references which I have used for preparing this lecture. Thank you.